I smell the
Hello,
stench
folks! Welcome
of
back for
the
an episode of Our Journeys, and we are jumping in to start off with Tusk Shadows. And this is a nice contrast to yesterday, where just as I jumped on, he's like, "Hey, I'm doing stuff." Oh, look at that nest of vipers! All right, now he is running in the event for this weekend, the gauntlet, which after this game I will look up to see exactly what the stipulations are. I could have sworn he might have been the one. There was somebody else that actually ran Nest of Vipers, and it wasn't in like a gauntlet. That was actually a deck they were working on, and they ran it. So it may not be, or this. Well, no, I was going to say Singleton Agility, but it doesn't look like that's the case. As we have the Barrow Stalker there. Everything else though coming up all green, and he's really. Oh wow. So that's frustrating. Fortunately, I mean Galen has a nice summon effect, but DG38 really trying to push that damage and is going to be shut down by Sanctuary Pet. I'm guessing next turn.
I smell
Or
the
her and Squish the
stench
Wimpy
of the
on
living.
Shadowmare. Nice. And that may very well be a good game. I mean, DG38 really made a frantic push to get the damage in there. And looks like Tusk has been able to stabilize at 17. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a Shadowmare come down that quick. Okay, maybe I'm missing something. Tusk, noting that DG38 is posed, and most assuredly it is.
Living.
So is this? I'll have to look it up and see what this is. Is it guards? Guards get buffed, or all cards get buffed after you summon a creature in here. Random creature gets. Okay, so it's so DG38 had the, I don't say a right idea, but had a good idea with trying to. Oh, and that's why Nest of Vipers. Okay, that's where I saw this. There was a gauntlet like this not too long ago, and I think that's where I saw Nest of Vipers. Might not have been Tusk Shadows, and it may have been. But it was definitely somebody, and it was for that reason that you could. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense, does it? I mean, it would give 4+1s right off the jump, but they don't get buffed because it's an action. Okay, so I don't know. Well, hopefully we'll see it go off. We'll see it do its thing.
Close ranks. Let nothing through. Attack.
And that's going to be pretty much it for Tusk Shadows, I think. Although, let's see, he's got 7, 11, 12, 13. And Tusk is going to be able to drain for 3. But he's also going to be able to put down guards.
The battle is
Yeah, there we go. Handled easily. Alright, so we'll probably be rejoining Tusk Shadows later on this evening. He said he's going to run till he's empty. So we'll jump back in, but I saw Manic Jack was playing, and I wanted to jump in on that. I got some comments on that gameplay. Folks like watching that as well. And I don't typically see Manic Jack very often, so I figured I'd take advantage of the opportunity while I can. And like I said, then we'll try to spread it around. But there's some days where it's like, okay, there's some days there's not a lot of people playing. There's a lot of people online, but not a lot of people playing. Today, it seems like we've got a nice mix. Probably 6 out of 12, 5 out of 12 that are actually actively playing. But some of those are practicing or what have you. Anyway, back to the game. Baffle. Oh, I have Owl. Baffle. Bacca. 296. Anyway, Manic Jack with a very key prophecy. This looks like a surprise I'm aggro or mid-grow tribunal deck. And
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
I do like seeing item Battle Mage and Manic Jack deciding to forego the draw power of the Discerning Thief in favor of doing those 3 points of damage. I don't...
All power.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's a cool looking card. I think the original art, though, really depicts her a little more succinctly. She looks mournful. You know, she's like, ah, I'm a haunted spirit. All right, yeah, no.
You are not worthy.
There's a plan. There's a
Baffle. Baffle. We'll just call him Baffle or Baffle. Maybe it's Baffle. We'll just call him Baffle. Running a camel, though, I don't know if just the way the cards have gone, Baffle decided to go ahead and play, aggro, but Cradle Crush is going to punish that lane, leaving nothing but a scraggly little camel behind. Bonk. Goodbye, Profiteer. Goodbye, Tutu. Your lane is at an end, and just like that, Manic Jack, with a slight health total, although once the camel works its magic. And we'll see if Baffle has any kind of mid-range / control answer, i.e. Dawn's Wrath or something of that nature. Nope, does have the kind of the classic removal. I think even like any Tribunal deck I run, I'll at least have one or two Edicts and 2 or 3 Javelins. I feel like that's especially in a Tribunal 3-card deck. You know, have some hard removal, but I definitely am not a big fan of the nothing but hard removal or all the hard removals. All right, so a very timely Piercing Javelin by Baffle, but we know he's got Incano and he's got 9 in his hand, obviously not next turn. A perfect answer for that. I mean, remember, Cast into Time, at one point, Cast into Time meant that all the cards of that type were banished, so if it was kind of like the Harpy, whatever it was. Anyway, Manic Jack with a decisive finish with Incano. GG, Manic Jack. Bananaschwob against Duke Vines. That's kind of a cool name, Duke Vines. Banana playing a little bit. This is a ladder match. Wonder how. I think Banana. As you can see, he is in Thief. That's interesting. You don't usually see, well, I don't usually see that particular card except for with Khajiit because it can ping face. That is the same one, right? The mask? Yeah, 1 damage to your opponent. Interesting.
May we serve you with every word.
So yeah, really not sure what Duke Vimes is running, but Duke Vimes, it is important to know, it is ranked number 7. So
I shall be your eyes.
I don't know if this is the deck that he used to climb to where he's at, but he's definitely playing some off, at least from my perspective, some off meta or off norm stuff. But so has Bananaschwob. I mean, when was the last time you saw Elytra Noble and Feldu in a game? For that matter, Sylvanar Tracker or Maleficent Reed. None of these, aside from Unstoppable Rage, really, what card at this point do you ever really see play other than like Arena and Cradle Crush? Interesting decks from both. I'm always curious, you know, when you do queue into those games where I've played against, you know, top 10 players. Unfortunately, got queued in, you know, the few times that I hit Legendary, and I'm like, did you really climb with this deck? I mean, it beat me, so, you know, apparently it's got claws, but by golly. Unfortunately for Banana, were he so disposed, he cannot Feldu and Unstoppable Rage to clear out a troublesome Shadow Lane. And right now, I think is he dead on board? He is not dead on board. He is. Duke Vimes has 14. Could very well have a Lightning Bolt or Encounter to finish it off next turn. So I'm thinking we might see Grappling Hook and Mighty Ally. Nope. We are getting the Feldu. Take out the 6/7, and maybe Mighty Ally. Oh, that's a hard whiff. That is a painful whiff. That went from GG if he stays to Very lackluster. But he's going to get the nice charge of the 3-1. Opts to inflict damage instead of removing it, which as a play I would have made as well. Duke finds instead opting to trade.
Where was
He's going to keep pushing that damage.
Murder.
Oof. Is this... I swear that this seems like an arena game. The Shocking Wemisu? I am. Wait for it. Shock. Ooh, Trial of Flames? Not great. Not great. It gets rid of Thorana, essentially. Leaves 7 on the board. He does get to play Cog Collector. It's a sad state of affairs, though. And it looks like Duke Vimes is going to keep pushing that damage. But hey, kudos to both for just running cards that are not the norm. And 16 ways in this deck to finish it off. Does he have it? Or will Bananaschwob get one more shot at glory? I don't think the D shell armor, that's 3, that's 6, 7. Just kidding, he's dead. Oh wait, yeah. Removes any hope.
True peace, ferocity.
I mean, to be fair, he can put an item on him, but poor little dweller. Ooh, 5, 8. Oh, he's gonna be 3 off. Ah, bummer. Bummer. That's rough. But hey, these are your top players, and I don't know if they arranged for this to be different. Oh, is he gonna try to guard up? Well, he can't. The 7-5 alone is problematic. Can't really do it. Put up a good showing, but that is going to be
Nicely done.
GG. GG Banana. GG Duke Vimes. Holding on to his Wilhelm, making his debut on the channel. As far as I know, I'm pretty darn sure I have... Oh. Okay. For those of you watching, you may... Don't stop watching, because you may be thinking... Schwaaard is a moron. He is an absolute and complete moron. You know, I saw that they were ranked. That was, as many of you guessed, a versus arena game. Oh gosh! Wow, it's been a long day, folks. Been a long day. I mean, not really. It's been a fine day. Wow. That just shows you how often I do not play versus arena, or arena at all. Good night. My entire commentary must have sounded... Alright, hopefully you got a good chuckle. You got a chuckle. But let's focus on Wilhelm right now, because like I said, this is our first time seeing him in action. I think he's pondering, a way to be able to ping. He's going to get rid of the Viper, I'm guessing. And then... No. Okay, he's going for the Pilfer to get that extra sweet Magicka there. Smash and grab. Going to let him drain some more. He's going to be able to play another 5 cost. Ooh!
If I fall,
that stings. That is unfortunate. I mean, he could use Monk Strike to get away from it, but that's not going to be great. Wow.
Please excuse Khajiit.
All right, White Raven. Aside from... Oh my gosh, did he do it? He did do it! He did do it! Wow, okay. Hey, I'm not saying right or wrong. I mean, you know, you typically think, okay, I want to use that for the Magicka, but he did keep Brynjolf alive. Unfortunately, White Raven with the shackle. No apologies for the shackle, interestingly enough. Ooh, oh, 1 turn off. Oh, if Wilhelm was like me, he's, oh, why? I mean, that's one of the least frustrating things that can happen in the game, because you can't change how much Magicka you have. But now he has 2 threats on the board that need to be dealt with by White Raven. White Raven obviously doesn't have Archer's Gambit, but could possibly have a lane change, and we will probably, almost most assuredly, see a nice unstoppable rage there. Give Wilhelm all the health he could ever want, and allow his kitty to get in there and get buff. Obviously, White Raven running decks that, you know, you've got Mummify and Silence and all that stuff, but has made a really good... Okay, Viper.
By the fires of oblivion.
Ooh, all good stuff here. So might see Chimera and let's see, no. Yeah, Chimera and Thieves' Den could come down next turn. Followed by a Master of Thieves. Oh no! Chimera and Master, maybe. Maybe. If he wants to close it out.
Their power will be Khajiit's.
Okay. Ups for... Wow. Yeah, 2 Thief Dens. And making sure we are not in arena. Just double checking. Oh, that's never good. And there it is. We were just talking about that in the Discord today. Which, by the way, I'm going to try to see if I can reach out to Aros. And we got a lot of really creative folks on the Discord. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to put it up somewhere in the video. I'll make sure it's there, but I'm not going to say I'm going to put it here because then I have to find it in the video and yada yada. But the Discord, the link will be in the description below. It's just a great place to hang out and talk TESL. Lots of great conversations.
Protect the Ashkan.
Come, my fallen comrades.
But a lot of
To oblivion with the whole fight.
oh, is this the end? It looks like it is. Looks like White Raven has what he needs. All right, he might have. Well, no, maybe. No, he doesn't have rage. I thought he had rage for some reason. Whew, I'm just all over the place today. And that's exactly what we were talking about. It's just how easy it is to abuse Guardians. Like, they're formidable enough at that turn. Not only are they, obviously you can see they're a great offensive weapon. All right, White Raven. I grant you the award for being the most obnoxious emoter thus far today. Congratulations. Really no great answers here. I mean, you could Shadow Shift. Crusader's Assault. That's not bad. What would that have done if he shifted over? Would have done 2 more damage, would have got him down to 9. He could have hit for 1. and so anyway, I started so many conversations. I don't know where to start or where to get back, how to get back on track here. Unfortunately, we will see Wilhelm go down here to the Aelid Guardian spam. Spam. If you don't get that, watch Monty Python. It's funny. But yeah, so yeah, lots of creative people. Oh, that's really effective. You know what? He might have been able to win if he had... well, no. Oh my gosh, he's going to be... Wow. That was closer than I thought. He might have been able to do that if he had... I don't know. I think it might have still been 1 short, but you can't really second guess it. He did really well. Good job, Wilhelm. Welcome. Happy to see you playing. We are rejoining Tusk Shadows in his quest to do the gauntlet thing. And as we know, so the field lane, when you put a card in there, it allows you... Essentially, it's like a... Did I make a mistake? It's supposed to be an instant rally, right? Okay, it assigns 1/1 to a random creature when you play a card there. Wait. Okay, a random creature that already is on the board. Okay, so that's that. It doesn't buff the hand. It gives creatures on the board, random creatures at 1/1. So we're probably going to see a Mummify here to allow the trade with. Nope, just kidding. Still allows the trade.
My power is
So we
not
got some heavy
without
RNG there. It does, except for unless it's the card you're playing on that turn, the first card, you never really know which one's going to get the buff. So a little bit of a guessing game.
With me.
That could have, in theory, that could have landed on the Kinsman who's about to strike. Tusk Shadows hits a prophecy on the first. The only redeeming part about that is it did still do 3 damage. Let's get this over here. Piercing Twilight, the anti-fun. But fortunately for Tusk Shadows, he only had 1 left in the deck anyway. So not a crushing blow by any stretch. And Piercing Twilight gets mummified. I'm gonna go ahead and hit face. Risk another prophecy by Diamond Jin. Diamond Jin. Diamond Jin. I didn't even bother to look. I don't. So we got Thieves Guild Recruit. I believe. No, that's for Tusk. I mean, it doesn't. Well, I don't know. I mean, really. No, I mean, this is not a. This is not in any way, shape, or form a prophecy-heavy deck that Diamond Jin, I'm guessing that's how to say it, is running. Just so happens that Tusk has gotten very unlucky, and 2 of the 3 rune breaks have resulted in prophecies. And Tusk Shadow saying, "Now I wait."
Kashid likes these.
That's always a tricky play for me to try to gauge, because it's like, okay, you know the 3/3 is going to trade favorably with the 1/1. The 1/1 could have taken out the 3/1, but to Tusk's credit, he has a 6/3 on the board, which requires trading to both. So Diamond Jin cannot. I'm just going to go with Jin. I like that. I like that word. Oh, I'll tell you, the Warcrafter may be the most single-handed board alteration. Her, and then of course at 4 cost, the Cloudrest Illusionist. Those are the 2 I think that can really just completely transform the landscape of a game. Is he going to take that? Okay. So Jin is definitely going to heal for 3. Tusk Shadows just really needs to get him down to... Needs to break those final 2 runes, and then he's good. Doesn't matter how much Jin drains or heals, as long as Tusk can hold on to 12. Oh, razzle madazzle madazzle!
Nicely done.
This one won.
You are no match for me, Swit.
Little bit rough for Tusk now. Wow, yeah, no, that's not great. Oh, so trying to get back to what I said before I derailed myself. Yeah, if you want to check out the Discord, for no other reason, there's a section that says custom cards. There's a ton that people have created. Very, very creative stuff. I was really impressed with what I saw. And... Okay.
My vengeance.
Interesting. Alright, another premium spooter.
May the ancestors bless us.
Alright, Execute is not going to be effective here. Tusk will get the curse. Unfortunately, the curse isn't going to really be all that helpful.
Entertain.
But it does make Jin really make that decision. No, he's going to, of course, he's going to take out the 4/1. Just kidding. Because here's the thing, you still get the 3/3 out of it,
An unfortunate mistake.
You've still got a curse generate on the board. Unless he has a plan for it. There's Cloudrest, and the Execute.
You're so sweet.
Or Grizzly Gourmet, just as bad. Tusk, that is why, my friend, you never give them a taunt until they're done with their turn. Because you never know what they have up their sleeve, why they make the choices that they do.
Behold my brilliance.
Oh, please, make the sweep roll big. No. Not a bad. I really like the fact that Hatchery's effect is permanent. It's not a green thing where you can silence it or anything. He has permanently made that Cloudrest a 4/5, which I think is really cool. like you're fundamentally altering the cards. It's not just like a buff or a whatever. Like she is now a 4/5. You silence her, she's still a 4/5. It's one of the few times you see a fundamental change to a card. Like at its very core, that card is now something different than what it usually is in the game. So Tusk admiring his opponent's deck. As we see, he does have ultimate highs. I'm curious as to how many of those he's running. Because he could easily play the next one. Take 7 off of his opponent, get him down to 10.
My power is not to be underestimated.
Yeah, no, I mean, he could... Well, I would wait for that guy to hit
Thank
again.
you.
Give him a card. Is he going to play Nest of Items? He is. That's why, because on Summon, remember I said earlier, of course, because this is just a how stupid can I be game, or a day apparently.
She likes these.
Because I was thinking that they were hand buffs, when in reality the snakes are buffing each other as they come down. It's a very nice synergistic play there. So good include there, Tusk. Way to think outside the box. I really like that inclusion. I knew I was missing something. Y'all are a lot smarter than I am. So, dirty trick there. Verana's Courier probably going to go into the... I was going to say Shadow Lane just so that she could get some value. Although I guess if she does get executed, she won't get silenced for the most part. So yeah, unless Jin is running like what is that called? The knives, knife to the throat, something like that. Doesn't have to worry about the 2/4 getting silenced, and Jin is going to have to address that somehow. And really not wanting to hit face. I mean, really, I think personally, well, I mean, we know that Tusk has the ultimate heist. He has a nice way to finish this game off beyond 5. He's going to get his card there. Sanctuary Pet's probably not the pull he wanted. Jin with the black hand. The black hand gets to be useful without a weapon. We know that obviously Tusk has Curse. Jin knows that as well. So, but black hand could get buffed. The next card that Jin plays in that field lane.
Behold my brilliance.
Actually, he said to buff him up like that, so he will die to the curse, not just be muted by it. Questionable play there by Jin. Not as a critique, as a spectator. Obviously, we know that that's not the greatest. The greatest play. Tusk, I would say probably rightly. I don't know what Jin's ultimately thinking, but I would be worried that he is going to make a play on that Tusk is going to actually start.
You've never understood my work.
As we see it here. Tusk is worried that Jin is going to start pushing that damage, and as we see, that's exactly what he's doing. So luckily Tusk has drawn Fresh Start. It's a little late. Would have liked to see it about 2 turns ago. Although with that curse, those curses and those leaf flickers, he can really... Yeah, he can wreak havoc on... So we see Tusk really kind of committing to this Shadow Lane now. But it may be too late. He had about a 3 or 4 turn lag where he just didn't really have any cards in his hand. And I'm guessing Jin has another...
I can just eat you up.
To me, I hate to say it, but I mean, it is so frustrating because I've tried combos like that, especially in a 3-color deck. It's almost impossible to draw the Cloud Rest and one of those other cards, like to have them both in hand together on a turn where you can use them both. Almost never happens, and we've seen it twice now from Jin. So Tusk, I think this is like the second game I've just witnessed him getting some spectacular. Well, either way you want to think about it, him getting spectacularly bad luck or his opponent getting spectacularly good luck. Either way, he's getting hosed. Could see the Sweet Roll Shadow Shift over to do a little bit of damage, but More importantly, a Curse and Leaf Lurker on the 5/3.
The forest is my cloak.
So that leaves Jin with...
I slay the
Ooh. I would think Will-o'-the-Wisp, just because you want to get that drain, not only for the drain itself, but also because it makes your ultimate heist a little bit less, if it can stick. But, again, really easy to armchair, and that may not have been the right play. That's just kind of what my instinct would have been, and it could very well have been wrong. This has definitely been a drag-out fight. Jin a little bit slow to make the pivot. Yeah. I'm going to have to ask Tusk. I see that all the time. Tusk, the U and the W and the U. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a face, but I don't see it. I don't know what expression. I mean, obviously it's not a happy face. I think every time I've seen that, the UWU, it's not been happy. But I don't know if that means something, if UW stands for something, if that's an acronym, or if that is like an emoji that I just haven't seen. Oh, and Taz Daddy. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Tusk. We're joining Tusk Shadows for one more game before we kind of explore the rest of the list. It's both wonderful. Okay, Nested Vipers, can you all tell me in that card art, what are we looking at? Like, obviously we see the snakes down there, but I don't know if we're looking at, like, I don't know. Are those supposed to be knees? Like, I don't know. It's weird. I think I figured it out. I think it's like we're looking like if the camera was here and you're looking down, you're seeing like, you know, the knees sticking out and like the chest and knees below it. I think I figured it out, but it just, I don't know. It looks weird to me. Ungulum with an instant buff.
Well met, marsh friend.
Tusk with a
welcome.
A nice greeting. And McNutty23 also giving a nice greeting. And hey, this could be a really great format for orcs. It's looking pretty good so far. You're seeing some nice synergy there.
If I fall, they will reclaim me.
Ungulum still not big enough to take on the Farm Defender. Farm could get buffed by McNutty23's next card if it comes down in the field lane, which will allow it to trade favorably.
I've got to get out of here.
But he plays it in the Shadow Lane. I understand why. There's no guarantee the buff would have gone. It could have gone to the 4/3 and
End of the road.
would have died anyway. McNutty23 schmorking. Ungulum's going to get a nice trade there and have a nice control over the Shadow Lane. And that right there, that's problems for McNutty. I mean, there's no doubt McNutty has either a silence, some kind of a way to free him up there. But Tusk Shadows has a beefy 3/4 that could just get buffer and buffer. With it being random, you never know.
Stand together, orcs. The longer the odds, the sweeter the
Right,
count.
McNutty has a ton of little orcs to populate the board. So Sanctuary Pet almost assuredly. Is he going to charge? He's not. Not where he wanted the buff to go. Wanted it to go on to the Stalker so that she could trade favorably, or equally, I guess, with the Orc Chieftain? Shaman. Doesn't look like a Shaman. Doesn't have any of the frilly stuff. I do like that card, though. If it was not an epic, I'd have the premium version of it. I mean, not a huge fan of the art necessarily. I like the pose. The facial expression is a little wonky for me, but I like the ability of it. I like what it has the potential to do. But for some reason, whenever I play it, my opponents, it comes paired with a Shadowfen Priest that my opponent always had. Even if they're not even running Endurance, my opponent seems to have that. So McNutty able to push even some more damage with his orcs there. Interesting to see now if what we might see is a Squish the Wimpy from Tusk to kill off the 2/1 and then kill the Shaman, wiping out that entire lane. And he could also do that, break the ring, and play Murkwater Shaman in the field lane, which would demand McNutty's attention there. Problem is, leaves that 3-5, which is just going to snowball. Interesting. Alright, so he's essentially saying, McNutty, you need to kill my shaman or I'm going to kill your... Well, ostensibly... Oh wait, no, the 3-1, the chieftain. Chieftain?
We must
Marauder
protect
Chieftain.
the Night Mother.
Marauder Chieftain. Marauder Chieftain does not gain health, just gains power.
This won't take long.
So McNutty had to do that otherwise.
I'll have your head.
Oof. Varanus Courier, pretty clutch. A Fighters Guild recruit, also clutch. He's really going to be hurting though if that he can't get rid of that Gartwag. No, it's not Gartwag. Who the heck is that? Garnag. I don't know why my mind has been like a sieve the past few days. I just can't really hold on to names. Well, happily in my day-to-day, it's not too bad. But for whatever reason, when I get on Legends, I just cannot recall names. But McNutty, man, it seems like he's always sitting on just 2 cards, but they always seem to be the right ones. He's never completely out. And I'm guessing this one here is going to be another amazing one that allows him to get... Nope, okay. He will buff that up to a 2-2 right off the jump. That's a dangerous one. Oh, boy. That is some great synergy with that Marauder Chieftain.
Defeated.
Tusk is very lucky that he has that lethal in place.
I'll have your
But
head.
not lucky enough. He's not going to be able to... Now, he's not feeling the effects of Garnag. But he can still really only play that one card. He's going to take out the 2-2. No? No, okay. I mean, 2-2 only gets buffed if he gets a weapon or of some kind, so he's doing all right. Is McNutty out of... Oh, another draw. Jeez Louise.
This may prove useful.
And just enough.
Tuskless
Doesn't have to even break the rune, or,
no
yeah.
one gets through.
Good game, Tusk. Good game. Ah, boy. This game. Adrian P11 with what I'm guessing is New Era Empire, although he does have Tazcad, which is a little more aggro, but it is a closing time card up against Cloggers. Yeah, I think I'm okay with Cloggers. Both running control decks. Adrian pauses to beseech the gods, although he doesn't actually say it. And you see it! Waves of the Fallen. I'm double checking, making sure this is actually a ladder deck and a ladder game, and not
How close?
and not a arena deck. It is not, or I'm sorry, arena game. It is not. Still very surprised to see Wave of the Fallen. Sanctuary Raid really making that lane difficult, but not for Taz. Daddy is going to come down and guessing take out Aren. Let's take out Aren. That 3-3 is a bit of a problem. Cloggers probably going to trade.
How clumsy!
Roots of the hist.
He's definitely on the back foot at this point, not wanting to. So I'm guessing Razmadasm came down not too long ago because we can see Cloggers has Shadala's Treachery and Arrest. Maybe Adrian already played his Arrest.
I will rend your flesh.
Oh, there we go. Is it Stealer of Secrets, Giver of Secrets, something of Secrets, Bringer of Nightmares? You know, the same thing. It's Nightmares or Secrets. And Lydia. So, but I'm double checking. Triple checking now. This is not arena, but you see cards like this and you go, wow. It's really cool to see. It's refreshing to see. A lot of times you just, if you like, you're seeing nothing but the same old. And then you get games like this, you go, okay, yeah, no, I'm seeing a little bit of variety. I think we'll see Tazcad's. Whoa, okay. That's a tough one. And he's gonna yoink Marak. Does not get Marak's effect, but it allows him to steal another one. So we just, yeah. So Cloggers is using Adrian's yoinking effects against him. I'm not sure if Cloggers had his own.
I do not fear.
Lydia is a sought-after commodity. She is desired by all. So I think if Cloggers was running some thief cards, we will see the 4/4 guard that comes down that frees up shackles. A lot of those cards, a lot of those decks do have that. If they know they're going to be stealing and shackling, arresting, or what have you, they'll play cards that will allow them to, like Dark Rebirth or something, that allow them to recreate it. But boy, okay, so he is playing his own thief. So this is just thieves stealing. I guess if you like playing thief decks, you don't mind having cards stolen. That is the most infuriating thing for me. One of the most.
Should help you.
And Adrian just looking to push that damage. Really difficult with that 3/1 still on the board. The only good thing at this point, if the 3/1 wants to finish off.
Have to do better than that to trick me.
Oh yeah, this is just a battle of thieves. So Adrian does have Mana Marco that he'll be able to play next turn and steal whatever dies. So in fact, we might see Adrian trade into Manticora, and then Mana Marco Manticora. And nope, I'm just gonna nuke it. Does make that trade. Gets his life back. Cloggers. At 4 cards, looks like he was running out. At 5 cards, looks like he's going strong. Hisgrove, wow. At this stage in the game, that's a huge deal. That really puts Adrian on the clock. And yeah, next turn. Well, not next turn. The turn after that. So he might. Does Cloggers have a Shadow Staff? He does. So we might see him yoink the Shadow Fen and use that to get rid of. Nope, he steals Razzle-Dazzle to deal that extra damage. It's gonna get close. Oh wow. And Cloggers clearly had, I guess, Galen or Galens. I don't know what's going on. So many thieves, so many stuffs. Adrian doesn't have any reach, but Blood Magic. If Blood Magic draws Drain Life, it's GG. So most assuredly, Cloggers is going to Marak. He's going to Marak. Razzle-Dazzle. So really that just leaves... Although I don't know. Does he get charge back? No, okay, he does not. So even if Adrian were to Marak him back... Marak back, Razzle-Dazzle. It wouldn't do Adrian any good. I mean, of course, he would still be on short. So really, it's going to come down to Blood Magic Lord and whether or not he can do his thing. Because I don't think, even with Manticora, I think 12, 13, 14. Cloggers has, yep. And he, Raise the Dead. That's his gamble. I don't think it's gonna. I don't know what it's gonna be able to do. Oh, but I think you're still dead. Is that 14, 19, 21, 22? Yeah, it's lethal. So I'm not sure what Raise Dead could have brought back. I don't know. I think that was his only real out here.
This one won.
No prophecies. Good game, Adrian. Good game. Unfortunately, Blood Magic Lord Shackle Lane would have helped, but oof. we're checking out Tusk Shadows against Brave in a friendly matchup here. Tusk, having finished his gauntlet runs for the day, or for the series, is now just looking for, I think, a little fun. I did ask Brave what shenanigans are afoot, what she's running. Haven't heard back yet. But we shall see, I'm sure. What is going on? So we got Red Brahmin, no Preserver of the Root.
We can't anticipate.
May the fates smile on Khajiit.
If I fall, they hiss me.
Think it's worth dying for?
Okay.
Repel the Outlanders.
So Tusk building up a sizable field lane. Brave could play the Alfiq, but and she does have, yep, she has one critter in the graveyard that she can use to proc that 5/3 to challenge the field lane. Is she gonna push? Nope, she's holding back. Never great to see, never great to have lightning bolts. I mean, prophecies in general you don't want to have sitting in your hand, but to have 2 lightning bolts, that is a bit of a bummer. Tusk probably going to be playing that Preserver.
My sword hand itches.
Got a lot of great discounts from that fence. So Brave, who might see a Cruel Fire Bloom here, but that would be rough. I mean, it's a free kill, but really there's only one right target in that field lane, and it's the Thieves Guild. Both because he's got the most muscle, the most beef, but he's also the one that's allowing Tusk to play Red Brahmin on turn 8, Preserve of the Root on, well. Okay, she chooses not to kill off the fence.
Nicely done.
Will we see a Cruel Fire Bloom? We will. And it does take out the fence, so that was a clutch play, or a clutch trade there. And not only that, but it does give her a Corpse Curse, so it looks like she might slowly be getting her footing back against Tusk's unrelenting siege. Wait, that's a card, but it's not being played. Ooh. Heads up play there. Tusk using his resources to clear it up, and he's going to continue to push that damage.
Predictable.
Obviously, Red Brahmin online next turn, so and Brave doesn't have any guards. Probably, well, I don't know about a Corpse Curse on a 2 and a 1. Probably a Dark Guardian, but we know Red Brahmin will silence that, so Tusk is going to be able to push another 3 damage. I think Brave might be considering using that lightning bolts to keep the sorceress alive, keep trying to generate those blood magic spells. Corpse Curse, not terribly ineffective. Okay, Tusk holding off on using Red Brahmin to push those 3 damage. I think he's waiting for a little bit more juicy. For example, the Haunting Spirit. See, I just think this one, she just looks so sad. I mean, it looks more like a mournful spirit versus a haunting spirit, but I still think it highlights her more. This is just kind of,
apologies.
I don't know. It's really hard to see even when I'm looking at it. Unfortunately, Brave, the fates are not smiling upon you. Fortunately,
Die like a
for you, Tusk only can do those 3 damage. Hallowed Death Priest, no great targets there. I mean, obviously, we're getting to the point where Dragon Cult Ghost is gonna come down pretty buff.
Nicely done.
Corpse Curse, that is a fantastic play there. A Yelled Guardian not online for 1 more turn, but that's probably going to be the game. I don't know that Brave has anything really to take on critters of that size. Tusk shifting his... Ooh, and a Night Talon Lord on curve. That might be too much. And the Elite Guardian, what makes it even worse? I don't think... I mean, it just says defense. What the crap is defense? Like, it's not an action. I don't think Hallowed Death Priest can shrivel the Guardians. And Kano's gonna pick Red Brahmin
On my mind.
off. Does leave the Night Talon Lord. But yeah, we know Alien's coming down next turn. I think... I mean, of course, Brady doesn't know what we know. But yeah, I was going to say, this seems like the time for her to be pushing that damage. So pretty much taking the... Oh, no, is punished with a prophecy.
If I fall,
The hiss
4-5. Wow. Yeah, nope, that was the right play. I think that's what you do. And she crushes the 5-5 so that Tusk Shadows does not gain him. And Tusk
Time to
takes the Clan Sorceress, but cannot close the game out this turn.
Khajiit likes these. Khajiit does not.
But with that has... Oh, and drain life off the top. That's going to do it. Brave can't see it, but we can. And unfortunately, we just know that is... Well, no. Icy Shambles is kind of a... Oh, and it can! It can! Okay, so even though it is defense, whatever that is. And that, I think... Oh, but Tusk has another one. I didn't see that he's running two. Nut Bunnies. Well... From Brave's perspective. From his perspective, he's like, all right, I still have my Guardians, so we will see them come down most assuredly at this point to prevent Brave from finishing off the game. And she can take care of the one... She can... Well, we'll see what Raise Dead can do. That's probably the first play. To see what she can draw. I don't think it's going to be a silence, but... You just never know. I think that will allow... Yeah, she will be allowed to trade. She will be able to trade with both the Guardians, but it leaves her with nothing on the board and Tusk. 5, 6. Yeah, it's really going to need that Raise Dead to do something great. But okay. Good. Heads up play. Oh no!
May the fates smile on
Oh,
Khajiit.
the fates have not smiled on Khajiit. They have taken Khajiit's kitty litter box and turned it upside down.
Haven't you ever met a lich before?
apologies.
But hey, she's still in it. She is still in it. What does he have? He apologized. Does he have something to finish it this turn? I mean, Blood Magic could give Tusk... Well, it could give him at the best +5. It still doesn't finish the game off.
You will feed my
And Brave's
clan.
going to be able to push a little bit. Alright. So Tusk playing to his outs there.
The hist. If I fall, the hist will me.
And that is gonna do it. Alright, so we're at the final game here. Let's see. She takes out... Yeah! Yeah, she... Oof.
Khajiit will keep you
Oh no! She has just enough to keep it going a little bit longer. I'm getting distracted. My mind is wandering, not because the game's not interesting, but because I'm seeing things on different screens and stuff there. Oh no!
she real.
Okay, she... Little... There you go. GG, Tusk Shadows, and Brave. Well done. And that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, I'm trying to keep the length manageable. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all those who played. Again, if you ever see, if I don't respond to comments in game, it means that I'm watching a game, trying to keep that screen clear for all the wonderful viewers out there. But keep playing, keep fighting, and doggone it, I messed up the close again, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna say it anyway. Keep playing. Jeez, what a day. Anyway, have a great day. We'll end it with that this time. We'll break things up. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. If you're not watching this on a Friday or on a weekend, then have a good day. This is spiraling downwards. I'm just gonna walk off set. I'm just gonna walk off right here because it's just not going well.